Donald Trump shares letter from Stormy Daniels in 2018 denying affair. Former President Donald Trump just rocked the case against him in a Manhattan court with a letter that was penned by porn star Stormy Daniels. In the letter from 2018, shared by Trump on his TruthSocial account on Thursday, Daniels denies any affair ever happened between the two. Over the past few weeks I have been asked countless times to comment on reports of an alleged sexual relationship I had with Donald Trump many years ago, Daniels said. The fact of the matter is that each party to this alleged affair denied its existence on 2006, 2011, 2016, 2017 and now again in 2018. I am not denying this affair because I was paid hush money as has been reported in overseas-owned tabloids. I am denying this affair because it never happened, she said. I will have no further comment on this matter, she said. It is starting to appear as though former President Trump may never be indicted by Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. After not meeting on Wednesday, the grand jury did not meet again in the Trump case on Thursday, and it now appears an indictment is not coming this week. A report from the Wall Street Journal details chaos and last-minute shuffling within the Manhattan District Attorney's office, adding that District Attorney Alvin Bragg is scrambling to indict Trump. The grand jurors who will eventually hear the Trump case did convene on Thursday, but discussed another matter unrelated to Trump. It is common for grand juries in New York to hear multiple cases at a time, the Journal's Karine Rami wrote. Grand jury schedules can be unpredictable because panels juggle cases with competing demands and deadlines, former prosecutors said. The case involves Trump's alleged role in hush money payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels ahead of the 2016 election, allegedly to keep Daniels quiet about an affair the two of them had in 2006. Bragg responded on Thursday to a potential indictment and arrest of Trump and issued a vague statement that did not actually provide any information about what might happen next. Bragg sent a letter to members of the House Judiciary Committee after they sent their own letter demanding communications, documents, and testimony relating to Bragg's unprecedented abuse of prosecutorial authority and the potential indictment of former President Donald Trump. In his letter, the Manhattan DA said his office will publicly state the conclusion of our investigation, whether we conduct our work without bringing charges, or move forward with an indictment. Bragg also addressed the letter the House Judiciary Committee previously sent to his office and said, "Your letter dated March 20, 2023, in contrast, is an unprecedented inquiry into a pending local prosecution." The letter only came after Donald Trump created a false expectation that he would be arrested the next day, and his lawyers reportedly urged you to intervene. Neither fact is a legitimate basis for a congressional inquiry. The former president posted an all-caps message to his TruthSocial account tearing into the DA and saying that there is no case. Why won't Bragg drop this case? Everybody says there is no crime here, Trump said on Truth. I did nothing wrong. It was all made up by a convicted nut job with zero credibility. WHO has been disputed by highly respected professionals at every turn. Bragg refuses to stop despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary. He is a Soros-backed animal. WHO just doesn't care about right or wrong no matter how many people are hurt. This is no legal system, this is the Gestapo, this is Russia and China, but worse. Disgraceful, he said. It comes after a 2018 letter from Michael Cohen's attorney surfaced where Cohen took full responsibility for the payoff to porn star Stormy Daniels. In a private transaction in 2016, before the U.S. presidential election, Mr. Cohen used his own personal funds to facilitate a payment of $130,000 to Miss Stephanie Clifford. Neither the Trump Organization nor the Trump campaign was a party to the transaction with Miss Clifford, and neither reimbursed Mr. Cohen for the payment directly or indirectly, it said. That came as reports that Bragg's office is having issues convincing the grand jury to indict Trump. They are having trouble convincing the jury to swallow the case. It's a weak case and has caused divisions in the DA's office, a source said to the Daily Mail. And the former president is not the only person who thinks that the case is weak. This reminds me of the nor'easters that never come. You know, you board up the windows, you buy a case of Poland Spring, and then it doesn't show up. I mean, here is a possibility. Did Trump just prank these morons? because this really looks like Christmas for morons. You know, he is the guy who kicked this off, right? The press fell in line. They lapped it up. They hit one collective orgasm. You could even tell Joe Scarborough, the morning Beavis, he even could tell how stupid he sounded. And I like this case because it did separate the idiots from the intellects. It's not down party lines at all. It's like on the right and the left, the people with working brains unclouded by ego or ratings saw it for what it is, Fox News host Greg Gutfeld said. And they're going, come on, this is like the case is flimsier than a $5 umbrella. You do this, you're going to break new ground. You got crime out of control in New York. There's something else going on here. So all the smart people knew what was going on. But the other people like Scarborough and Sunny Hostin and Adam Schiff, you can't really blame them because they are, by science's definition, idiots. But I think you have to question Bragg's underlying. What's his mission? He said. You know, when you cut prosecutions by 25%, while murders rise 51% and shootings rise 100%. But he chooses to upgrade a misdemeanor to a felony for the president while downgrading felonies to misdemeanors for violent criminals. I mean, this dude gets fan mail from Rikers. He's got more blood on his hands than the Wuhan market. So I think that he is deliberately trying to turn the system inside out. You know, he's reinventing it as a prosecution arm for the hard left, which it should be pretty chilling to everybody because no one is safe if he could do this, he said.